And good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Guys, thank you for all the comments, all the well wishes. Yes, the other day I did go to put some socks on. I did sneeze and I did pull my lower back. And my God, it's been painful. Have not been able to sleep properly or lay down or even sit down. So you can imagine just getting up and down, moving around. Apologies for not getting videos out. I am back 90% better, you could say. Still got a bit of a twinge, but it's all right, you know. Guys, obviously we had some bad news on Sunday. I did a post the moment I found out. Pulled myself out of bed, pulled myself up onto the windowsill, read my phone, and I was absolutely gutted. Nick Pope, unfortunately, passed away due to his illness, his battle with cancer. He did announce it a few weeks back, and he said, look, you know, it's spread, it's far too late, thank you very much, etc, etc. And I think it all took us by surprise, didn't it? Because it happened so fast. I mean, he was still on social media, he was posting pictures, you know, him walking around with his partner. It was really, I'm really shocked that he went so fast, and I was absolutely gutted, as many of you were when you heard the news. I posted this on X. You've been incredibly strong as you went through this tough time, and I hope that you can find solace in the beautiful memories that you have made on this earth. Your research and enthusiasm for the topic will live on. I'll cherish our communications forever, bud. Rest in peace, brother. The last email that I sent to Nick was in February. And I said this: Hi Nick, just wanted to send you this to say a personal thank you for your efforts in your career. You were offered the UFO desk in London, and its very existence kept people curious. Your vigorous reporting over the years has helped keep the topic alive through the quieter periods. I'm gutted I never did get to have you on the show, but if there's anything you would like to say to the world, please feel free to relay it here. You will never be forgotten by this community, and our prayers are with you and your family until the end. Stay positive. Your journey is just about to begin, Rob. And Nick was kind enough to reply very, very quickly, as he always did. And Nick said this: Rob, thank you for your kind words about my work. No deathbed confession from me, I'm afraid, but that there are some interesting times ahead, I'm sure. Best wishes, Nick Pope. And there are, guys, there really are some interesting things that are going to unfold this year. And that, I guess, was the first thing that hit me yesterday. I was like, poor guy's passed away during the year of disclosure. Like, he's dedicated most of his life to this topic. It's happening this year, and the guy's passed. And I was really upset about that, until I realised that he's passed to the other side, and the chances are he now knows a hell of a lot more than we do. So look, hopefully, Nick, mate, if you're up there, down there, wherever you are, you have learnt the answers that you were seeking, and it's only a matter of time before we do, okay? And also, and I'm proud to say this, with every camera that goes in the sky, you are honouring this man. With every little bit of work we do, you're honouring this man, because he was all about investigating sightings, and he did it through the quieter periods, like I said, when the UFO topic was at its worst, laughed at. This guy carried on, and it turns out they're effing real, man, you know? So let's just do this. Let's do it in memory of Nick. You know, let's keep this show on the road. And to Nick's family and friends, if you guys need anything, absolutely anything, just ask the UFO community. We will be there for you 100% of the way. So look, last message about Nick Pope. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. We're going to miss you. And we're going to do justice for this topic. We're going to keep it alive. Not only that, we're going to go one step further. Are you with me, guys? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so, guys, there's been a lot of talk in the news regarding this war in Iran. Trump was going on about destroying civilizations, put as much pressure on, I guess, as he could in order for Iran to back down. And last night, that's what's happened. They've agreed some terms. A ceasefire is going on now for 2 weeks. And Trump is going to try and turn what was Iran into a very well-established Iran. Okay, he's talking about making the country profitable so that it can rebuild, so that it can become stronger and better, but for the right reasons. Sounds good. I don't agree with everything Trump said, though. He's pissed a lot of people off with his words. I get that. The reason why I like Trump in the first place is because he's not a politician. He's just an outspoken, normal guy. And this shows, right? This shows. But sometimes you have to rein it in a little bit, especially if you're the most powerful man on the planet at the moment. You should probably rein it in and lead a little bit better, in my opinion. But results do matter. They matter a lot. And he's getting results, okay? Astral's posted this. And to be honest, this is admission from the US that they've got something that other countries don't. And the fact that they're using the word human in the same sentence really does suggest that they've got alien tech, guys. Let's have a listen to what is being said and then give me your thoughts in the comments.
At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses to a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses.
At the President's direction, they deployed human assets and exquisite technologies. Human assets and exquisite tech. That means that they are using something non-human. This is admission that they know, that this man on the left here, Trump, knows what they have, where they found it, what they're capable of doing. That's an open admission, and it's coming now because this is all about to come out, guys. And I get it. I completely get why Trump has been so outspoken the last few days, because it doesn't matter what he says or how extreme he comes across. He is about to silence the world with this topic. UFO disclosure is next. It is next. And these guys have basically admitted that they've already had the technology for some time and are now willing to use it in a current war. That's madness, guys. Absolute madness. So for those that have always been watching the interviews and says, oh, Trump doesn't know anything, look, he admits it. He's just telling you what he's been told to say, guys. Okay? Every president has direction. They're not the top of the tree. They are the face of the tree. This is crazy. I can't believe this was even said, but it was said, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much, Astral, for posting that one. That's big, mate. That's really big. Breaking! A high-resolution video of an alleged UFO orb/sphere captured by Peter Osborne, top bloke, at Chris Bledsoe's residence, not so top bloke, is presented. Mr. Bledsoe asserts that this footage is unedited and its original raw format. First of all, guys, what I'll say is Peter Osborne is a cool dude, okay? Chris Bledsoe has and does capture UAP, but then he makes mistakes, okay, and he'll pass off satellites as UAP as well. He also comes across as the holy man, okay? He seems to think that he's been contacted. He seems to think that these are angelic beings and he can call them in, right? And this is where I cut out all the bullshit, right? So this is why I say I'm totally on board with Peter Osborne. I'm not on board with Chris Bledsoe, okay? Because he's turned from a researcher, genuine researcher, to researcher/grifter. And I just don't work like that, guys. And you guys know, you send me emails, sometimes I'm batting it back and I'm like, no, it's not good enough, not clear enough, not fast enough. And you accept it, right? When mistakes are made, we have to state they are made. And Chris and his son, they don't correct their mistakes. Look, guys, I'm all about the evidence. I'm all about the evidence, right? And that's why I say what I say. This is a very good clip, though. And like I said, he does capture stuff. But this was a capture from Peter Osborne at Chris Bledsoe's residence. So, let's have a look. Well, it does look like it's just warping, doesn't it? Looks like there's just some warping going on in there. Whoa. Why does that look like a fisheye camera seeing inside a building or something? Look, you got a house here, porch roof. It looks like reflective. Looks like whatever's in front of this thing is being reflected. What the hell? That's really weird, guys. Now, what I would say, there's two options here. Maybe they're filming something directly in front of them and it's reflecting what's behind them, okay? Or if this is genuinely high up in the sky, then it could be anything, right? It could be that these lines here have just made up an image that doesn't really exist. Or it could be that this thing is potentially seeing inside another part of Earth somewhere. Maybe somewhere down below. Maybe it sent a familiar out. A little bit like the three-eyed raven in Game of Thrones. You know the kiddo? Bran? He takes over the raven. All of a sudden he uses it to see what's going on. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But I am going to enhance this image just to see if we get anything clearer. So there we have the inside of that orb. AI blur to clear function, just to see if we can make out anything. It does look like a rooftop here, maybe a garage. You know, you got to imagine that it's round, guys. So it's kind of pulling out the image in a round way. But this could be like a garage or a building, porch maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's really odd, really odd, and it looks like a super clear image. Now they reckon this is original quality. I've got to say it looks like it's been enhanced somehow. But it might just be very good quality, you know. What would have been really helpful is if they'd zoomed in and out, just so that we could see that they were zooming in on something at a distance, just to tick it off. Now look, like I said, they wouldn't need to do that, or at least Peter doesn't need to do that, right? But Chris will need to do that, in my opinion, because his credibility has gone from like there to here, you know, and it's all about admission. You know, admit when you're wrong, admit when you've posted something that's not quite right. If you don't do that, and then you continue with your rhetoric of, oh, this is holy, this is this is that, people are going to call you out on bullshit, you know? So, yes, he's a UFO researcher. Yes, he's captured UAP. Does he always capture UAP? No, he doesn't. But, you know, on a side note, Peter Osborne is a top man, does some extremely good work, and I'll be touching on his work in the near future as well. He's found some really amazing things. But yeah, guys, really interesting. I hope it's not fake. I do trust Peter. I don't trust Chris. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, guys. And we're going to end it there. Thank you so much, Truth Poll, yet again. Again, give them a follow, guys. Give everyone a follow that I show on the channel. And then you will be ahead of the news before I even post. How about that? And guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's a short one from me. I've got so much more I want to talk about. I just can't stay on this chair for too long. So I'm going to try and upload as much as I can this week. It'll likely just be a video a day, just touching on every single topic, guys. And more breaking news will come out, I'm sure, as the days go on. Guys, get your cameras in the skies. 24 degrees today in the UK. Perfect time to get your cameras out. Get your evidence into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.